What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Why? Well, members get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you'll receive a notification every time that I drop a video. You can go check the video out and leave a comment, leave a like. If you support me, support the content, support the Go Up movement, the Stay Free People movement, the Protect Your Peace People movement at all costs. This is part 5 of Tiny Wompty Womp and Big Porky terrorizing, essentially, the Los Angeles County Jail. And as I alluded to in part 4, well, Lil Watts, he's on a mission and he will not stop. Apparently, he cannot be stopped. No one has been able to get their hands on him. He's been elusive, and he's been the one creeping up behind people with a blade. So, as I said, it was discussed. And essentially, a team was assembled to go and hunt him down. Actually, the homies were able to find out his real name and find out exactly when he was going to court again. And they got his court date. It's not hard to find out any of this information, actually. And so they found out when he was going to court and decided that they would be hiding out in medical. And when the court tanks are released and he's heading back to his module, at that time, they would launch their attack. Even out there in the open, it didn't matter. It was time to get this dude and shut him down. So the plan was devised and the plan was in place. And the homies were lying low right there in medical. They had went man down, a fake man down at the same time to get down there to medical. But they had tools on them. And they got down there to medical. And they were lying in wait for Lil Watts to get off the court bus, hit the court holding tanks, and then be released back to his module. They were really hoping to catch him alone so they can do a number on him. And as they sat there in medical, lying in wait, finally, Lil Watts got off the bus and made his way to the court tanks. And they had already got word that the buses were back, that the court tanks were full. To just hang in there and wait. And that's what they did. And eventually, they released the court tanks. And as they released the court tanks and they saw people heading up the elevator or escalator, heading to their modules, they made their way. And as they began to walk, they said that they saw Lil Watts. One of them knew exactly who he was, for reasons I won't disclose here. And they approached him as he got on the escalator. And when he was heading up the escalator and he looked back and saw him, they made their move in and they attacked him. But when they attacked Lil Watts, a dude from PJ Watts was there. Little chubby dude, I forget his name, but he had short hair. I remember him. He used to be in a module with me. He used to put in work too. He was a little young. He was like maybe 26. He had came from prison. And he was a strong dude. He used to put in work up in there. And he just happened to be coming back from court as well. And, you know, he obviously knows Lil Watts. He's a part of his car. He knew that he was from Watts. He knew he was from Front Street Watts. And he knew that he was being attacked with weapons. But Lil Watts pulled out a blade. The homie said that he saw him take the blade out of his mouth. And that's how, apparently, he had been creeping up on the homies, and they didn't see nothing in his hands and all that at first. And then all of a sudden, he's producing a blade. Sometimes in there, people will practice how to hide a blade inside of their mouth, inside your gums or under your tongue. wrap the blade up with tape or some sort of cloth so that it won't cut you as you're practicing. And as you continue, I never tried this shit, but as you continue to practice and get good at it, then you just had a bare blade in there in your mouth. And you get so good at it, some people, that the blade never cuts you on the inside at all, nowhere. And you could just, people done walked up to me, man, you strapped? Yep, look, and they produce the blade right out of their tongue, and pull it out. And it's just quick, and pull it out, and boom, and then you can put it back in your mouth. Some people have even been known to swallow the blade, to wrap it up in something and then swallow it, to get rid of the evidence. And so the homie said that he saw himself, Lil Watts, produce the blade from about the mouth area. So I knew then anyway, that's how he had been creeping up on the homies. Unbeknownst to them, they didn't see a weapon, and then all of a sudden, like I say, like Flash Gordon, he done produced the blade. Well, that's because the whole time he had been hiding it inside of his mouth. But the homies attacked him, and the dude from PJ's jumped in, and Lil Watts produced his blade, and he sliced one of the homies even when they attacked him. This dude just sheesh. He did not let up, but the homies also hit him. But they didn't unalive him or even anything close to that. It was just a really little something going on right there, and they got caught. They went to the hole and all that, because it was right there. It was on the escalator. There was a whole lot of noise. People that was in front of them and behind them, the escalator is going up, and as the escalator is going up, they're attacking each other with weapons. And dude from PJ's, as I said, he didn't have a weapon, but he got involved. He helped Lil Watts. And so that helped to save him some too. But they did attack him. And, because he was doing a lot in there. And even then, when they attacked him, as I said, he produced a weapon, he produced a blade, and used it. He sliced one of the homies during the attack. Hell, that's the fourth one that he didn't slice. This dude, man, he was relentless. Someone said in the comments that he's resting in peace. I don't know. That's the first I heard about that. I don't know. I hope not. I don't want to hear nothing like that. Everybody else in that story, Baby D and Porky, as I said, they resting in peace, man. All brothers, all our young brothers, And again, this story is not to glorify any of this stuff that happens, just to bring you history, to bring you the knowledge of what transpired in that county jail, how shit can happen, how you can lose your life quickly over something trivial and minute. Again, I don't know what the dispute was over, but whatever was over, was it worth all of that? All these people that ended up sliced up in a hole, cases and all of this? No, it wasn't worth it. So this is not to glorify it, but just to bring you the information and convey the knowledge to you so that you can avoid similar situations, because it's not worth it. And there's no glorification in it. It's sad, really. And coming up, well, I'm going to take you to a fight that Tiny Womp had in the Twin Towers before he made it to the county jail. It was right there in the day room with a dude from UG. And they fought twice. Excuse me. Because Tiny Womp felt like the first fight didn't go the way that he wanted it to. So they fought again. And when he fought him, he fought two other neighborhoods in the day room that same day, right there, one after the other. So he had 3 fights in a row. And I'll tell you how those fights went. And then I'll bring you another story about Porky. And then soon I'm going to conclude the series on them. I'll tell you what ended up happening in the end, as I said, when Porky went to prison and passed away under suspicious circumstances, some people say. You be the judge. And what happened with Tiny Woonty Woon? Also something that's it's a tough topic for a lot of us. But I'll get to it. But that's what happened with Lil Watts. And I don't know, somebody confirmed to me what's going on with Lil Watts. Shout out to Lil Watts. Hopefully he's still with us. I don't want to be repeating that. But that's what someone said in the comments that he passed away. As I say, hopefully that's not the case. Shout out to Lil Watts for sure, a strong dude. I witnessed that myself there in the Los Angeles County Jail. Can't nobody tell me anything different. A real strong stand-up dude. As is and was Porky and Baby D. Everyone involved in the story, strong stand-up individuals. They don't really make them like that anymore, man. Seriously. Be back at you soon. Stay free, people.